This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Puma fifth wheel. Okay, and the model number is 315 BHTS. Okay, now this isn't a floor plan video or a sales video, it's a how-to video. So I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? Alright, so you have rear stabilizers, electric rear stabilizers on this, and this is the switch here. Very simple. One switch controls both jacks. You have a quick connect for the LP system back here in case you want to put another grill or griddle here. You can plug right into the system there. This is for a spray hose here, right? And then we just have some stuff here. This is that's your spray hose, and there's the nozzle there for that hookup. Okay. All right. So you have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers, of course. Now this is the vent for the range hood. So there's a baffle in there, as you can see. If you're going to be using the range hood, you want to reach up there and pop that baffle. Just use your thumb and pop the baffle free so it flaps freely when you're venting. Otherwise, just keep it shut. You have a griddle in here and a refrigerator right here. So you just have a regular dorm refrigerator, and then this pull-out griddle. Now the griddle, let me see if this one has to be plugged into. Hold on here. See if I can do this one-handed here. Yes. So there's a hose in the pass-through that you connect this with. Okay, and that's connected to this one right here, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, so here we have it right here. That's your hose for your LP. You also have a TV hookup, or TV hookup here. You have signal out plus power, plus a bracket to hang a TV on if you choose to. Pass-through storage here. Now this is a regular 3/4 inch crank here. This one right here is a little bit different. You can see it's a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Hopefully you can see that. So if I come over here to the off-door side, you look at the electric stabilizers. It's got a shaft with a pin through it, so that'll fit right on there like that. So the bottom line is, if you happen to have, for some reason, they fail on you, you can always crank them up manually doing this or using this particular crank. So you can always get yourself out of trouble doing it that way. Okay, that's just a tire cover and some other stuff in there for you. You get two, let's see, there's a 20-pounder there. Let's see what we got over here. And another 20-pounder, so two LP tanks. Your battery is in here. This is a kill switch right here. If you want to disconnect the battery, you can turn that off and disconnect it right there. Okay. Let's look here, see what we got. Just the other end of the pass-through storage. That's a dump hose and a reducer. It reduces from 30 down to 20. Some duct work, that sort of thing. These are your valves here. Okay. It looks like those are, well, there's your valves anyway. Now, you have a black tank flush on this also. So after you dump your black tank, you can leave the valve open, hook the hose of the dump station right on there, and turn it on. It'll flush your black tank out. Like it says on the sticker here, make sure the black tank valve is open before you turn the water on. Okay, your water heater works on either gas or electric. The switch for the electric is right here. That controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover here. Always make sure there's water in the tank before you turn that on. Never use it dry. Okay, and there's your gas valve. The switch is on the inside for the gas burner, but keep in mind that you have this switch out here for your electric. Now this is the drain for it right here. It's an 1 1/16 6-point socket, so you need that plus about a 6-inch extension and a bar or a ratchet to break it with. And there's also an anode rod attached to it, so keep in mind that that's where you're going to drain it at. Alright, so let me put this back up here if I can do it one-handed. Come on. Come on now, there we go. Okay, so there you have it. Sorry about my camera work. Okay, so we'll go a little farther down. This is a 50 amp system, so you get a 50 amp power cord. Then we give you the reducer to reduce it down to a 30, right? And then I showed you that little reducer up front that'll reduce it down to a 20 if you need to plug it in at home. Of course, you can't run the air conditioners off 20. There's 2 air conditioners on there in here. You can't run it off of 20 amps, but you can still light everything up and pack it up, that sort of thing, okay? City water hookup, for which is the most common way you get water to the trailer. And you can fill your tank here, your fresh water tank, right here if you need to, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. If you're staying someplace without plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill the tank and pump the water out of the tank. That's just a sprayer for kids and dogs and feet and bicycles, whatever you got. Okay. Cable and satellite through behind there. You have a pre-wired for a backup camera, so if you want to get a Furrion camera that fits that housing, it goes right there. You have a ladder, which is great. It makes it easy to get on the roof. The manufacturer says that states you should inspect the roof every 60 days. So you want to go up there or have somebody go up there, look around, look at all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation where water can get in. Make sure none of the roof attachments or roofing material were damaged by low branches or road debris flying up there. Just give it an inspection to make sure everything's okay. You're just staying ahead of things and protecting your investment. Okay? It's important. Alright, let's go inside here before I freeze. Okay. That's better. Okay, so let's look around here. Very nice. Okay, so this is your control panel right up here in the hallway. So here we are right here. We'll start with the switches. So you have your power awning switch right here. Never leave the awning out unattended, right? Always roll it up when you're not going to be there. You have 3 slide rooms here. Bedroom slide, 2 living area slides, and then the slide that's in the center bedroom. Okay, so that's that there. You have lights here. To turn on your water pump so you can pump fresh water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You just do this. You also use that pump to winterize the trailer. Okay. To turn your water heater on gas, you do it right there. There's the fault light. Remember I told you there's a switch on the outside for the electric heating element. Then you can check your battery, fresh water, which still has some in it. Black is empty. Gray, you don't have a washer in this one, so you have two gray tanks. One which is in the bathroom, sink and shower, and the second one would be the galley tank, which is for your kitchen sink. Okay, and this one you disregard. Okay, and while we're here, this is your thermostat. It's an analog thermostat. It's very simple. Try to always leave the fan on auto. One click to the right is heat. One click to the left is fan. The fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. And then all the way over is cool. That's full air conditioning. Now you also have a second air conditioner up here, which has the controls right on it. So this one is you could make ice in this room with this one if you or you crank it up all the way, so it'll get super cool in here. This is telling us here that it's pre-wired for a public Wi-Fi signal booster. You can go to and it's pre-wired basically. There's also a port on the roof where the antenna would go, and you can go to King Connect and look at their different products. I don't know I haven't looked at the website in a while, but they used to show one that didn't have an antenna. Disregard that. You always get the one with the antenna, and it comes with an antenna and also a router. So it's just a signal booster. Now this is where you hook your TV up here, and this green light indicates the digital signal booster is on. You always want that on. You can shut it off, but you won't get a good picture, so you always want that on. And of course, power, and then there's a backer plate here to hang a TV bracket, so you can watch it when you're laying in bed. I'll show you this while we're here. You probably know all this, but you're just going to push this all the way through to escape. You would go all the way through with it. Grab a hold of this red tab, pull the screen out, and you can exit from the trailer in an emergency, just like that. Do a tuck and roll, land right on your feet. In theory. Okay, we'll go this way. So your bathroom, sink in the shower, work like any other sink and shower, right? Sorry about my camera work. I always have to say that because I don't have this camera I have. It doesn't have a really wide angle lens on it, so I know I miss stuff and I get a little crazy with it. This is a GFCI here, so there'll be two in this trailer. One towards the rear, I would imagine. I didn't look, but I'll look when I go that way. All the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI, this one or the other one, even the plug on the outside. So if it pops, you're going to reset it inside at one of those two places. Fan, of course. Your toilet has a flush pedal right here. Hopefully you can see that, right? And the bottom line is the black tank is directly below. You can't use it dry. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and then you'll step on the pedal and let about a gallon of water flow into it. Some people use more, it's up to you. The bottom line is if you use it dry, the smell will be terrible, plus it can get clogged up. So always use water and chemical in it. Never use a dry black tank. Okay? Alright. As we move forward, we got the center room here. Oh! Well, that's a small room there. You have to sleep standing up, but you know, you can't have everything. So let me try this other door here. That's probably it here. Okay, that's much better. I kind of shocked me when I opened that up. You have another closet just like the one I showed you on the outside. This couch jackknifes flat, so you can turn it into a bed. Plus, of course, this goes up and locks into place like that, so you can sit underneath. And you have TV hookups here and a backer plate for a TV bracket. Remember what I said about in the front bedroom that green light for the digital signal booster. You always want that on. Okay, let me look in here, make sure I didn't forget anything. I'm still in shock from opening that closet. So, okay. All right, so right here, this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not, get it serviced. It'll go off if it detects carbon monoxide or LP gas buildup, right? Also, if it beeps the same tone but very slowly, it's telling you your battery's low. So it does carbon monoxide and LP gas alarm plus a low battery alarm. I'll run you through it so you can hear it. That's what it sounds like. That was LP carbon monoxide coming up. Good, and then your low battery alert. Okay, and then it goes back to green, so you should always it should always be green. Like I said, if not, service it because it's important. Okay, your refrigerator is a 12 volt DC refrigerator, so it runs on 12 volt DC. Okay, it has a compressor in it. It's just 12 volt. Your microwave is this is a convection, I believe. Yeah, that looks like a convection, doesn't it? So I would say that's a convection microwave. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like one. You can tell I don't do much cooking. Just drawers. Your keys are right here on the kitchen faucet. Okay, remember I showed you the vent on the outside for the range hood? Well, this is the range hood right here. There's the fan, right? You always want that baffle open if you're going to vent to the outside. Otherwise, it won't make it to the outside. Okay. I don't know if he's got the gas on here, so if he doesn't, I'll just talk you through it. So this is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark, right? three knobs and 3 burners, and then the last one is for the oven. You have a light here. So let me see if he's got the gas on. Yes. So it's that simple. Okay. Now with the oven, it's a little bit different. It's got a pilot light all the way at the bottom in the back. So maybe you can see it sparking here. Yeah, you can see the spark back there. So what you do is you go to the oven knob and you go to pilot, which is a picture of the flame. Then you depress it. You keep it depressed during the whole lighting procedure. With your other hand, you're going to spark it until you see the flame light down here. Once you see it lit, you hold it for another 10 seconds and then let it go. And then you go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the pilot light goes out. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Always have this cover down when you're traveling so it doesn't break. Okay, so you have a TV here, obviously. There's your TV remote. Your sound is right here, and that would be this remote here. Okay. Your fireplace is below it, and there's your fireplace remote. I'll start with the fireplace. So right now I've got it on fan high. I don't know if you can see it. Let me look around here. Let me find uh-oh, pointing it the wrong way. There we go. There we go. So that's high. Like so. You can also turn it to low and off. So you get 2 fan speeds and off. Now, whoops, you go, let me find the right one here, all over the place. So you can change the color of your crystals in there, and you can change the color of the flame, like that, okay? And it also has a timer on it, so you can set the timer on it. Alright, so with your sound, okay, so this has AM/FM radio. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. It has a USB slot, so you could put all your albums on one USB stick and take them with you, for example. 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. This one here with the plug on it is an HDMI, that's an in. So if you want to go into the system, let's say with a portable Blu-ray player, you could go right in there, set it up here, plug it in, and go right in there with it. Okay. I think that covers the main features. So it does a lot, and it also has the normal, you can program it and set the clock and all that normal stuff you'd have with a radio. So okay. Alrighty. So let's look around. See if I forgot anything or I'm forgetting anything. Now, there's a sticker over here. First of all, let me do this before I forget. This device back here is your power converter. Inside of it are circuit breakers for AC power, 120 AC, 110 AC, whichever you call it. So you have that, plus they're labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC, and you'll see actual automotive type 12 volt fuses. And they're all labeled, right? So that converts AC to DC power for that. Plus, it's also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery has and needs up front, and it'll act accordingly. If it's topped off, it'll just trickle a couple amps to maintain it. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs to keep your battery charged. Also, your charge line on your tow vehicle will, along with your alternator, will charge the battery when you're pulling it down the road. Now, there's a sticker over on the by the control panel. It says always have this in the down position when you travel. It says before you bring the slide rooms in. So you want to pull the post out of it and you set it onto these cleats here. There's magnets here. Magnets on both sides and then on the table. So it states always have it in the down position, so make sure you do that. Okay. Alrighty. So theater seats, of course. You've got USB charging ports all over the place. Your pantry, more storage, of course. Okay. I think that about covers it. I'm looking around here. I think we've got it though. So, first of all, thanks for buying your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Second of all, remember what I told you about inspecting the roof? That's very important. People tend not to inspect it enough, so the reason you're inspecting it is to stay ahead of things. If you have an issue and you don't know about it, it'll only make things worse. But if you know about it, you can take care of it. So make sure you do that. And right now, I'm believing I didn't. Let me see if I can see here by opening this. Yeah, that's water. So the antifreeze is still purged from the system, and I know, and there's water in the system. So we're getting close to the time of year when you're going to winterize it. So it still has to be winterized. So if you're not going to use it, you can talk to our guy up in the office and see what he says. But right now it's got water in it and it's ready to be camped in. Okay? Thank you.